Hey, honey, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Oh, no!
Which do you want first?
Let's do bad news first.
Okay. Brianna isn't free to take care of Noah during our trip.
Aw, why not?
Our trip happens to land on the same week that she's flying home to see family.
Oh, shoot.
But the good news is we've got all the reservations confirmed for the cruise. Bahamas, here we come.
I would be more excited if I knew that our 5-year-old son wasn't going to be left to his own devices for 5 whole days.
Don't worry a pretty little hair on your pretty little head. I've got it sorted.
Really? How so?
Well, since the rest of the nannies are also taken, busy week apparently, I asked Noah his opinion.
Of course you did. Ask our 5-year-old for parenting advice.
Hey, little Mans and I are very capable.
This is what I get for marrying a CEO of a tech company that only needs to be in the office 1 day a week, him turning my son into his accomplice.
A dream of a life, in my opinion. Now, our little CEO mentioned that he hasn't seen his cousin Theo since last Christmas, so...
No.
What? Why? You haven't even heard what I was going to ask.
I know what you're going to ask, and the answer is no. I can't handle it. I don't want to ask your sister to babysit Noah. Besides, he still has school and all his lessons here in the city. He can't miss a week of that and have his parents gone. That'll be too much of a change.
Okay, but what if we invited Alyssa to come watch him at our place with little Theo? He'd love it. He gets to hang out with his cousin all week without having to miss out on his daily schedule. And Theo is still in preschool, so it isn't a big deal if he misses a week. It'll also give Alyssa a chance to do city life.
I don't know.
Is it because of the whole jealous thing? It's not that big of a deal, I'm sure.
That's easy for you to say. You and Dave get to go off and hang out in the garage while I'm left having to listen to her complain about her life. Then she starts saying how much she wishes her life was as easy as ours. Worked our butts off to get to where we are.
Wow. I didn't know it was that bad. Do you think that she'd say no to babysitting Noah?
No, I know she would. I don't know if I want her babysitting and house sitting with us.
I mean, it would be kind of nice for her to escape the suburbs and get a taste of downtown life. She's my sister.
I know. I just don't want to deal with her.
She really complains that much, huh?
It's constant.
Okay. Then we'll just have to go through another nanny agency. And we'll have to tell Noah that he can't see his cousin.
Fine. I guess Alyssa can babysit Noah and house sit for us. But the next time we visit, I get to hang out with Dave, and you have to sit and listen to your sister complain about how cool our life is compared to hers for hours on end.
Okay. A compromise I'm okay with. I just really want Noah to spend time with his cousin.
Yeah, I do too. You're right. It will be fine. And we're only gone for 5 days.
And you're in desperate need of a vacation. You've been pulling crazy hours at the law firm lately.
I know. Just case after case. This is usually our busy season.
It'll be nice, getting away from the city and going on that cruise we always talked about.
Yeah, it will be nice. I mean, I wish we could take Noah with us.
That's what we get for accidentally choosing the adults only week. But that's fine. We'll take him on the family cruise in a couple of months.
Wow, you're really that confident that I'll enjoy cruise life?
Oh, I know you'll love it.
Whatever you say, honey.
Just trust me.
Fine. It will be nice to get away for a while.
Exactly.
Okay, before we get ahead of ourselves, I'll check in with Alyssa to see if she even wants to house babysit.
I'm sure she will. Dave has been saying how much she needs a little vacation of her own.
I mean, it's more staycation than anything, and she'll be watching 2 kids.
Okay, Maybe it's Dave that needs the vacation. LOL.
I'll talk to Alyssa about it later this week. I've got to go. Lunch is officially done.
But it's only been like 20 minutes.
The law doesn't wait for anyone, honey.
I suppose so. See you when you get home. Love you.
I love you too, babe. Also, please keep Noah's pajamas free from all the glue and feathers. I know you boys love to play pranks on one another, but I don't think the washer can handle another cycle like that.
Very well. I promise that I'll only do water guns tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Ariana is in tomorrow for cleaning. It's just water. And food coloring.
My crazy boys. Hey, Alyssa. Riley! Long time no talk, but I guess living the lavish life makes you pretty busy. Yeah, work has been a bit crazy lately. That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Oh? What about? Well, I've been really busy at work, and I've been pulling long hours, so James, being the sweet husband he is, booked us a quick 5-day cruise. Wow! It must be nice. What? Oh, nothing. I just mean, it must be nice to have so much money that you can take time off work to go on a cruise. I've been telling Dave that he needs to whisk me away somewhere far, the same way James does for you. But he just laughs and walks away. Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, I kind of wanted to ask a favor. Our usual nanny isn't able to take care of Noah the week James and I are away. So I thought we would ask if you'd be willing to come stay at our apartment downtown and watch Noah. You have a nanny? Wow, that sounds like heaven. Over here with the peasants, I've only got me, myself, and I to take care of Theo. Okay. Is everything all right, Alyssa? You just seem a little irritated. Did we do something wrong? We can ask someone else to house sit and watch Noah, but Noah has been saying how much he'd like to see Theo. Oh, no! Everything is peachy. I'm just reflecting on how some people get to be so lucky to live a life as elegant and lavish as yours. That's enough, Alyssa. I'm tired. James and I have worked extremely hard to get where we are in life. You're implying that's only luck that gave us this life is extremely offensive to me. What? Come on, you have to admit it. I mean, I've tried to join one of those companies that lets you own your own business and sell products to people, and it has never worked out for me. Because that's a pyramid scheme, Alyssa. Owning your own tech company or law firm is completely different. Please, you barely own that law firm. What? There's like 2 other lawyers. What? First, we were too good and now we're not good enough? Make up your mind. Also, yes, John and Nancy are also partners in our law firm. We built our own law firm together from the ground up. It's taken over 7 years and has required me to pull some crazy hours. Now, we're one of the most respected law firms in the state. And another thing, that's how every law firm was literally built. One final thing. James has been building that tech company since he was 17 years old. That's nearly 15 years now that your own brother has been working on his company. I expected you to not know much about my law firm, but you don't even know what it took for your own brother to build his tech company. Fine. You're right. I'm sorry. You are? Really? Yes, I am. I didn't realize how many years of effort you both had to put into work. You're just both so young. I mean, James is literally my younger brother. I guess I just didn't realize how good you were living until a couple of years ago, when we started hanging out more because of the boys. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was hard to hear it every time we hung out. You have a good life, too. Just because it looks different to James and I don't mean it's a bad life. Yeah, I guess. Anyways, yes, I'll babysit Noah at your house for the week. It's the least I can do after all of this. Okay, that would be great. A big weight off of James and I's shoulders. Absolutely. Well, I'll iron out the exact details and we'll let you know. The vacation is still 2 weeks away, you know. Great. Let me know when you can. Thank you, Alyssa, for understanding and for doing this for us. We really appreciate it.
So, how did things go with asking my sister? You said you were going to do it sometime today, and knowing you, that's an early morning task.
Wow, you know me so well. It went fine.
Only fine?
Yeah, well, we had a bit of an argument.
Oh no. About?
Well, I just got so fed up with the way she assumes that our life was easy to have and that we didn't work our butts off for it. She just kept going on and on about luck and things like that. I mean, I can easily admit that luck had a part to play in the creation of our companies, the same way it had a part to play in the biggest tech and law firms in the world. But she was dismissing all the years' work we put in, the work that I'm still putting in.
Yeah, honey. I can totally see how frustrating that would be to hear. I guess Alyssa and I haven't been very close since we were teenagers. I mean, the first decade of building my company meant that I had little time for friends or family. I mean, you remember meeting me back then. I barely made it on time for our dates, let alone committing a lot of time for family functions. And you know how my dad is with all of this.
Don't remind me. Technology and woman working are the sign of the end times.
Exactly. He's very traditional. Like 50s era traditional.
Yeah, but he's definitely open to the idea a lot more.
Thanks to my super amazing wife and her killer work at the law firm.
So sweet. Also, by the way, you weren't just almost late to our dates. You were late to every single one.
I know. It's a miracle that you married me at all.
What can I say? I love a man in charge.
Too bad I'm not in charge anymore, clearly. Noah is a tyrant in the household.
He's the sweetest kid alive, and you know it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to win points. He'd never speak out against anyone. In fact, I think we should teach him to speak up for himself a bit more.
That's a good idea. Before I forget, what time do you think Alyssa should be here for the Sunday that we leave?
Oh, she still said yes to babysitting Noah? Even after your fight?
It wasn't really a fight. I just kind of told her what it was like for us to get the life that we have now.
So she apologized? Because if she didn't apologize to you, then we can find another sitter.
No, she apologized. Everything's fine now.
Okay. Well, honestly, I think it would be a good idea to have them here on Saturday. Get them used to the lay of the land.
So we'd spend a whole day with them beforehand?
I thought you said everything was fine between you two now.
It is. I'm just being difficult. I'm sure she won't complain so much now. Yeah, the Saturday before works for me.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to tell her or should I?
Maybe you tell her? I have to get back to this case I'm working on at the moment. And the conversation I had with Alyssa this morning took like an hour.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, babe. What would I do without you?
I have no clue. JK. You'd probably be ruling the world by now.
I love you.
I love you too, honey.
Hi, I'm just finishing up dinner. When will you and little Theo be here? We're on our way now. It's been ages since I've driven in the city. I don't even know where your apartment is, really. Don't worry. I get confused sometimes too. Still, and I've been living here for 6 years. What kind of building is it? It's the large, circular one, a newer build, so it's pretty shiny and tall. One of the tallest buildings downtown. Of course it is. What? Nothing. There's just a lot of large, shiny buildings. Wow, you really live right downtown. Yeah, it's the easiest commute to the law firm and for James to make it to his meetings. Right, my brother owns a floor or two of one of these buildings, doesn't he? Actually, he just moved the physical space to a brownstone-style building that is just outside the finance district. He liked the idea of just owning the building. Oh, wow. I guess it's been a few years since I've talked to him about his business. I mean, not that he really talked to me about it before. Yeah, he doesn't like talking too much business with family. He says work hours are work hours, family hours are family hours. Okay, well, I think I'm coming up to a few tall buildings. The GPS says 10 minutes arrival time. Great! You can just pull up to the front and Fred will take your car and park it in one of our spots. Okay, great. See you soon.
I'm almost done at the gym. Where can I find you after?
You can't find your lovely wife exactly where you left her? On the beach chairs, near the pool, on the third deck.
I told you you'd love cruise life.
I mean, who wouldn't love spending the day basking in the sun?
Well, for one, my workaholic wife.
I left my company phone and laptop at home, as promised. I'm being good. Not to say that my hand's been itching to flip through contracts or check my emails.
John and Nancy can handle the emails and contracts. Right now, your only job is to sit back and relax and read your book.
I'm almost done with it, though.
Wow. I forgot how fast you lawyers read. I'll pick you up a book at the shop on my way up.
Sounds great. Have you heard anything from Alyssa yet?
No, not yet. I'm sure she and the boys are fine. I mean, she is a mother herself.
Yeah, I'm just nervous. She could barely keep her mouth closed when we showed her everything in the apartment.
It'll be fine. Fred will phone up whenever it's time for Noah to be picked up for school or lessons. And then she and Theo can enjoy the comforts of our home and have their own little staycation. It'll all work out.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just overthinking it.
You are. I love you, but if there's one fatal flaw, it's your ability to overthink yourself into the ground. Now, that's enough worrying. Get back to your beach chair and book. I'll be by with a new novel and a drink for you and me.
It's only 11 a.m. though.
Yeah, but we're on a cruise, and our only engagements today are the light show and dinner.
And the spa!
Oh, how could I forget such an important commitment? Yeah, you're right. Best to forget the drinks.
If you don't show up with an icy cold drink in your hand, I'm throwing you into the pool.
Very well.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Hi! Just thought I'd do a check-in and see how Noah is doing. He's doing just fine. No need to worry. Okay, I know I'm probably just being a worrywart, but you haven't really given updates. Am I supposed to give updates? Well, if someone were watching Theo, you'd probably sleep better at night with updates. Fine, I guess. Noah's good. He's been having a bit of an attitude all day, though. Really? But it's only the second day. What's wrong? Oh, just normal kid things to complain about. You know how they get. Okay. But he's still going to school and lessons all right? Yup. Well, it's probably just the disruption to his home life rather than his outside life. This is the first time James and I have been away for more than a day or two. Is that everything? Yeah, I guess. I mean, does Noah want to talk to us on the phone? I can grab James and we can speak to the little guy, maybe help correct his attitude. I'm sure that wouldn't work. Anyways, he's playing with Theo right now. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll try and chat with him tomorrow then. Whatever you want. Okay. Hey, hon. Are you still at the casino?
Maybe. The guys I met earlier today know how to rope a man into blackjack, let me tell you that.
Okay.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I think it is. I just finished up at the nail salon and was texting Alyssa since we haven't heard from her yet. She said that apparently Noah had a bad attitude.
A bad attitude? That doesn't sound like our little guy at all.
Exactly. I mean, he barely speaks up as it is. He's pretty shy. And so I don't know why he would be acting out against your sister. Do you think everything's okay? Should we send Fred up to check on him?
No, it's late over there now. I'm sure everything's fine. This is our first proper vacation since Noah was born.
You're right. He's probably just adjusting still or something.
Yes, everything is probably perfectly fine.
Okay.
Now, how about we get some dinner and head back to the room and try out the jacuzzi? That sounds so nice.
I'll be back in the room in 15.
Okay, see you in 15. Hi, Riley. It's Noah's piano teacher.
Oh, hi, Maurice. What's up?
Well, I don't mean to intrude or anything. I'm just concerned about Noah.
Oh, you are? Why is that?
Well, he showed up to our lessons looking very tired and worn out. He's usually such a sweet gentleman, but today he was getting really frustrated with the song, and so I sat him down and asked him what was wrong. Anyways, he asked me if I had any food.
He what?
Yeah, I thought it was strange too. I mean, of course I fed the little guy, and let me tell you, he put away a lot of food.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I don't know why he would be so hungry. Do you think he's going through some type of growth spurt? My husband and I are away on vacation.
Yeah, he mentioned that. He also said some mildly concerning things about the people who were taking care of him.
Oh, no. What did he say?
Well, he said that he isn't allowed food and had to stay in some room all day yesterday.
What?
Yeah, he mentioned that someone named Alyssa wasn't allowing him to eat. She apparently told him that there wasn't enough for him or something, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Oh my God. Thank you for telling me this. I had no idea. I left him with my sister-in-law and she's, well, let's just say that I'm not even that surprised. But you fed him?
Yes, and I snuck some snacks and containers of food into his bag. I figured that you and James wouldn't allow something like this to happen, so I thought I should reach out. I know you're on vacation, and some parents are very strict about being no contact when they're away.
Oh no. Thank you so much for telling me. We're porting somewhere today, and I'll make sure we're on the next plane out of here. Thank you.
For sure. Should I contact the authorities?
No, we'll be home in a matter of hours, even if I have to charter a private plane.
Very well.
Thank you once again. We're on our way home. What? We've just landed and we're 10 minutes away. What? How is that possible? We flew into the private airport. Wow, you don't care about the environment? No, I care about my son. What? Noah's piano teacher, Maurice, contacted us with some very alarming information. What? You can't believe everything you hear from some piano teacher. They're probably looking for extra payment or something. Where are you? Well, Theo and I are out. Where is my son? Relax. He's in your fancy apartment that's guarded like an ivory tower. I thought he'd be fine there. You left my son alone? We were only going to be gone for an hour, but since you're on your way back, we'll just head home. I know what you've done. I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. All of the money must have made you delusional. That doesn't even make sense. No, you don't make sense. I haven't done anything wrong. You starved my child. What? You're crazy. No, I didn't. He's fine. He's alive, isn't he? What kind of person would refuse to feed a child? You're a mother, for crying out loud. How could you? How could I do what? Theo was just so hungry. I couldn't not let him eat, especially when there was so much delicious food to choose from. We basically had a buffet every day. We've never had that before. You're insane. Even with a buffet, you couldn't feed my son? Well, I just figured that he's used to having so much food around. It wouldn't hurt him to let us have a taste of the good life. And he wasn't even starving. I read aloud. I read online that a child can live without food for 4 days. I just didn't feed him for 2 days. What's the big issue? He's a 5-year-old. Check your mail. You're going to starve in jail now. What? Yeah. You said you were headed home now? Well, someone will be by in about 20 minutes with a very important package. What? Why would mail send me to jail? I've just sent over the documents detailing why you're being arrested and why it's lawful. Excuse me? Yeah, the cops will arrive shortly after, along with social services. What? No, you're lying. I'm a lawyer. I know exactly what people can be sued for. I'm being sued now, too? Yeah, you are. You have no proof. Just the word of some spoiled brat. You'll also find screenshots in the mail of our apartment. You have cameras in your apartment? Of course we do. We're like one of the richest people in the city. We have one of the best security systems for our penthouse. And on those screenshots, you'll see yourself neglecting our child. Proof of what you did. Have fun behind bars. Wait! You can't do this! What about Theo? Theo will be fine. He'll be with his dad. James has already contacted Dave and explained everything. And guess who he's hiring to be his divorce lawyer? No! You're lying. I guess you'll find out. Goodbye, Alyssa. Alyssa tried to flee, but when the cops started going after her, she quickly gave up. Apparently, she does have some motherly instinct in her after all. Noah was okay when we got to him. The food that the piano teacher had helped him, and we found him snacking on various things found around the kitchen with Fred keeping an eye on him. The court case went by quickly, and before we knew it, Alyssa was serving time behind bars. I guess that's what she gets for trying to wrong one of the most respected families of the best lawyer in the state. But I guess that's tooting my own horn, isn't it?